Dear students, welcome to 11th class Biobotany. So we were discussing the chapter Living World, the first chapter. So last class we have covered phytogen classification. Today we are going to study next portion, that is bacteria. So what is bacteria? You might have heard about lactobacillus, the bacteria which are responsible for conversion of milk into curd, lactobacillus, then uh, Vibrio cholerae bacteria which are responsible for cholerae. So bacteria, they are like friendly and they are also cause so many harmful activities. They are helping in the industrial and agricultural and other purposes, and also they are found, bacteria are found in our human body, and they help to synthesize vitamins and etc. But also they cause diseases. Okay, they are like friendly and they are also like enemy. So today we are going to study detailed explanation about bacteria. So bacteria, which are prokaryotic, unicellular, ubiquitous microscopic organism. So what is mean by prokaryotic? Prokaryotic, which means the microorganism which does not have true nucleus, or they have nucleus but that nucleus lack membrane. Okay, and they lack membrane bound cell organelles. That's why they are called eukaryotic. They do not have true nucleus. So bacterium is a prokaryotic microorganism, and they are uh, unicellular. Bacteria, they contain only one cell. That's why they are called unicellular. And ubiquitous means they found everywhere. Okay, they found everywhere. They found in air, water, soil, everywhere they found. And they are the most dominating living organism in this world. So they are ubiquitous and they are microscopic. We cannot see them with our naked eye. We need microscope. So the study about bacteria, it is called bacteriology. The first time bacteria discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek, he called those microorganisms as animalcules. Okay. Then Robert Koch, he is known as founder of modern bacteriology. So bacteriology means study of bacteria. So these are the milestones in the bacteriology. First of all, C.G. Ehrenberg, he coined the term bacterium. Bacteria means singular and bacteria which means plural. Okay, so a single bacterium. The term bacterium is coined by C.G. Ehrenberg, and Christian Gram, he developed gram staining. So gram staining is a staining method. You can observe gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria by gram staining under microscope. You will study about gram staining. Then David H. Burgee, he published first edition Burgee's manual, which discuss about bacteria. And Frederick Griffith, he discovered about bacterial transformation. Okay, then Joshua Lederberg, he discovered plasmid. Plasmid, which means extra chromosomal DNA present in the bacterial cell, that is plasmid. We will study. So these are about bacteria. So what are the characteristic features of bacteria? Next we are going to study. What about reproduction of bacteria? Bacteria, they reproduce by binary fission and by endospore formation. So binary fission, you already know, a single bacterial cell which divide into two new bacterial cell, that is called binary fission. Okay, and then endospore formation. Endospore, and at the time of unfavorable conditions, bacteria they form endospore. Then bacteria, they exhibit variation due to genetic recombination. So in our case, we reproduce by sexual reproduction. So we plants and animals. In case of animals, we show genetic variation because we reproduce by sexual reproduction. Same kind of variations are present in bacteria, but it is due to genetic recombination. How it happens? Uh, they transfer the genetic material from one bacteria to another bacteria. It leads to genetic variation. This genetic recombination, it is through conjugation, transformation and transcription. By these methods, they share the genetic material and which lead to variation. We will study in very detail. So these are the general characteristic features of bacteria. Okay. Bacteria, they exhibit different shapes. Okay. So based on shapes of bacteria, they are classified into coccus and bacillus, spirilla and vibrio. Okay, so coccus bacteria, they have spherical shape. Bacillus bacteria, they have rod shape. And spirilla bacteria, they have spiral shape. And vibrio bacteria, they have comma shape. Okay, so coccus bacteria, you can see like in a pair. So they are called Diplococcus. Coccus bacteria, they are present like in a pair. That bacteria is called Diplococcus, or they may be like found in like a chain. That is called Streptococcus. They may found like a bunch. That is called Staphylococcus. Staphylococcus. Okay, so that's about coccus bacteria, which means spherical shaped bacteria, and bacillus bacteria, which means rod shaped bacteria. So lactobacillus, you know that bacteria, they are present in curd. So that bacteria they have rod shape, and spirillum bacteria, they have spiral shape, and vibrio bacteria, they have comma shape. For example, vibrio cholerae. Okay, so that bacteria, they have comma shape. So these are the different shapes of bacteria. Based on number and arrangement of flagella, bacteria also different types. Okay, so let's study flagellation of bacteria. So suppose bacteria, they have only one flagellum at one end of the bacteria. That bacteria is called monotrichous. So monotrichous bacteria, which means they have only one flagellum at one end of the bacteria. Then this is the bacterial cell. They have multiple flagella at one polar end of the bacteria. That bacteria is called Lophotrichus. So what is meant by Lophotrichus? Bacterial cell, at the one end of the bacterial cell, multiple flagella present. Those bacteria are called Lophotrichus. Then bacteria, they have flagella, multiple flagella at the both polar ends. This end and this end also, they have flagella present. Those bacteria are called Amphitrichus. Okay, so multiple flagella present at the both ends. Then next bacteria, they have flagella all over the surface of the bacteria. Those bacteria are called Peritrichus. Then finally, the bacteria without flagella, those bacteria are called Atrichus. Okay, so based on flagellation, there are different types of bacteria. Monotrichous bacteria, they have only one flagella at one end of the bacteria, And Lophotrichus bacteria, they have multiple flagella at one end of the bacteria. Then Amphitrichus bacteria, they have multiple flagella at both poles of the polar ends of the bacteria. Okay, that is called Amphitrichus. Then Peritrichus. Peritrichus means bacteria, they have flagella all over the surface of the cell, that is called Peritrichus. And Atrichus bacteria, they do not have flagella, so they are called Atrichus bacteria.